interest rate, and your monthly payment will be $262 a month.
I have like $700 today, and then I get paid like after taxes like 800 and some change every week, every Thursday. So I Estonia, and I work in Charlotte, so that's really going to eat into anything that I can save.
I got you. I'm really trying to work with you. Kenny is like, family to me, so I really want to, just extend as much as I can. All right, I'll get with the bank. So the most you'll have down is $700, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'll have to do like I said, I could pay, another portion of it next week, all that money to get the car fixed, just for the engine to blow.
I got you. I'm trying to work with you. It's just, 29% interest rate. I mean, your monthly payment is low. It's just, if we could figure out this open auto situation, or I know.
All right, guys. First of all, 29% interest rate is something I don't think I've even seen before. You have really bad credit, cars stolen, can't pay your bills, your income isn't super high, and you want a really nice BMW, 29% interest rate. At this point, just get a beater car, okay? Like 29% interest rates is not worth it. A lot of times when people drive nice cars, they just fulfill that self-feeling. It feels good to drive a nicer car. It feels good to drive like a German vehicle, You could tell your friends, I got BMW, but at the end of the day, you're literally working just to pop yourself on four wheels and drive around. Okay, if you're paying 29% interest rates on a car, you probably don't have a house. You're probably not saving up money for a property. And like I said, I know a lot of Americans right now just want to have that instant gratification. They want to just get a nice car. It's cool, it's nice, it's fresh. But at the end of the day, you start hitting your 30s, your 40s, and you notice, oh crap, I spent all my money in my younger days working and grinding for a car at 29% interest rates when I could have just bought like a house or a condo. I know houses are expensive. I know some of you guys are stressing out about that, but there's actually a lot of good deals in some cities. You could buy like a small 1-bedroom condo, start off with a small townhome. Instead of spending every single penny and all your blood, sweat, and tears on a 29% interest rate car, this is definitely not worth it.
Let me try to work with the bank, and I'll give you a call right back, all right?
All right, thank you.
Kenny, call me right back. Hey, Kenny, is the line clear?
Yeah.
Kenny, look, man, I mean, her credit isn't the best. She's going to have a high interest rate. But we just got to figure out how to get her a cash car, man. Bad credit, the open auto, the issue with the insurance. She's going to put herself in a different situation, man. I know you're trying to help her out, and I want to help you out, but.
Yeah, so you're saying she should get about a $2,000 car for right now?
I mean, because the thing is.
You have one?
Let me see if I can get one. It's going to be a beater, Kenny. It ain't going to be nothing pretty. It's going to be an A to B car. Some is cheap on insurance and there's good on gas. Because because I know she wanted a BMW, right? That's what she was pressing on that one, wasn't she?
Yeah.
I don't want to put her in a car. Even though it's a Toyota, I don't want to set herself up for failure. I know she's going through something financially, and she's still got the situation going on with the insurance, especially like if she owes $9,000. So
okay, you better know now that you're going to try to invest that to get ADP car won't be that,
Hey, Kenny, what's up, man? What she say?
I don't know what happened just now. But anyways, she would like to go ahead on and get the $10,000 car. The payment is not a problem. She's got to raise the stuff at her job. So payments is not a problem for her.
I got you, Kenny. But it's for 4 years, $260 a month, 30% interest, basically. So I end up paying $22,000 for it. Look, Kenny, if she want to do it, she's grown. It's cool. I'm letting you know.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. This is why people who don't have money stay broke. I'm just going to be real with you. Like 29% interest rates, that's so incredibly high. I'm looking at cars recently. There's like a cool Tesla deal, and they're doing like 5.99, percent interest rates. 5.99 is already kind of high for me when you put it in the calculator and see how much interest you're paying to the bank. Even 4% is kind of painful. I can't imagine 29% interest rates. This is on a whole different level. But if you want to see what's going on with the car market, this is what I'm talking about. Car market repossessions are at all-time high. You have people over leveraging. I know people who make like $35,000 to $4,000 a month after taxes, and their car bill is like $2,000, and then their rent is $1,000, food, insurance, gas, all that. They're literally not making that much money, and the moment when they hit a rough spot, they suddenly are behind their car bills. How are people spending this much money on cars right now? And this is exactly what's going on. If you look at some of these car market repo options, you could literally see very nice cars, BMWs, very nice Nissans, new cars that are just on the market for the past couple years, now on a repossession lot. You could get them on auction. Check this out.
Repo lot in Atlanta, Georgia. Gonna check out all these repos. People done that repo up in Atlanta. I see a lot of Range Rovers, a lot of BMWs, and a lot of trucks. Now we got a little white Range Rover. Beautiful black with red interior and carbon fiber trim. I like this. 2021 Range Rover Sport V6 Turbo. Love the interior on that repo. 2020 Dodge Durango. 2021 Kia K5. Nissan Murano, little Kia Forte, boom, Camaro RS, 23 Camaro RS, and yes, all as far as your eye can see behind me, these are all bank repossessed vehicles. 2021 BMW X6, bank repossession. Oh, got that beautiful mocha interior. Love these cars. 2022 Dodge Ram, 2022 Chevy, 2022 GMC, new Elantra. There's Gus right here. Baba Gus, follow him. Got new Honda Pilot. All these are newer cars. These cars are only about 2 to 4 years old, and there are plenty of them being repoed because people are over leveraging themselves when it comes to the car payment, not understanding how much interest is, and not really understanding what they're committing themselves to financially for the next 3 to 5 years. Again, as far as your eye can see, new cars all down this line. So the videos that I show you guys aren't fake. People are definitely putting themselves in positions where they will be liable to get repoed.
So this is for real. This is actually like a big thing. I think social media is to blame with this. You have so many people on social media flexing their new cars. You clearly see that most of these cars are being rebuilt are in 2022, 2023, even 2024. These are all very new cars. You got BMW X6, you got new Hyundais, you got Range Rovers, and a lot of very, very nice cars. Beamers, Benz, everywhere, Rovers. This is what I'm talking about. People over leveraging. People go on social media, they look at people with nice cars, they're like, I want to have a nice car. I want to have a Range Rover. It would be so cool to have a BMW M3, but they don't make that much money, and the BMW M3 is so expensive. And it seems like nowadays the younger generation is mostly trying to pursue to have a nicer car, cool watches, buy now, pay later, designer clothes, instead of just trying to just live frugally for the first few years and try to save up for maybe like a small property. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I know buying a property is tough, but if you go for something a little bit cheaper, like even in my city, houses are very expensive, but occasionally there's always like the $200,000 condo or like the $200,000 small townhome in the suburbs for sale. I mean, just go for like maybe a property, or at least save your money, do some smart investing, or at the very, very least, just buy a car in cash or buy a car that's actually affordable. I know people who make like 70, 80, 90K, decent salary, but then they go for a new G-Wagon, literally setting themselves up for failure. That's what we're seeing here. You have people driving very nice cars and they still rent. People driving BMW M4s, they still rent. Range Rovers, they still rent. What in the world is going on here? Seems like cars are more important than anything else. Now, at the end of the day, cars are a depreciating asset. They're not going to go up in asset. It's not like buying a bar of gold. These things go down in price as time goes on. And like I said,
What kind of car do you drive?
Mercedes C300.
And how much is your monthly payment?
$920.
Ooh. Lorenza,
Yes.
what kind of car do you drive?
Chevy Tahoe.
And how much is your monthly payment?
$810.
Oh no.
I know.
Justin,
Hey,
what kind of car do you drive?
2018 Tacoma,
And how much is your monthly payment?
$496.
That's not bad. Hey Dustin,
Yeah,
what kind of car do you drive?
a Range Rover Velar,
And how much is your monthly payment?
$760.
That's not bad. What kind of car do you drive?
I drive a 2024 F-150,
And what's your monthly payment?
$1,000.
Oh no. That's the worst one today.
Okay, so now the $1,000 car payments are bad, which I agree. But if you're talking $500 or even $700 a month, oh, that's not bad anymore, apparently, right? That's exactly what these dealerships are trying to make you think, because these deals just keep getting worse and worse. The payments are only going up. Some of the comments: I don't want to drive a mortgage payment, $800 plus for a Chevy Tahoe. They're trying to normalize high car payments. Please stop. I don't trust any car salesperson with a car payment above $500. We have a screenshot right here. I'm nosy. Tell me your car payment so I feel better about mine. $640 a month because I just had to have a panoramic roof that I never opened. $692. Just bought myself a 2025 Camry Hybrid. I know overall it's more reliable than most of the other vehicles people purchase today, but still, you're talking about $700 for a Camry now. $856 because I just had to have a third row. I have one child and he's 13, and he usually sits up front. A picture perfect example of the mom car. A giant school bus looking SUV when you don't have enough kids to fit all of the seats, but it doesn't matter. You're going to be paying that $856 for 72 months, even 84, not including the insurance. By the time the car is finally yours and not the bank's, you don't even want the car anymore. LMAO. And that's how people get into the cycle of car payments for the rest of their lives. Another one: you guys in the comments are making the worst financial decisions I've ever seen. Someone had to have a third row even though they had one kid, just talking about the comment previously. I also work for a dealership, and there's a lot of payments around $1,200 out there, so they just keep upping it higher and higher. $500 used to be a high car payment, then it was $800, now it's $1,000, $1,200 apparently, so anything under, you're getting a good deal. Yeah, sure you are. You guys are paying rent for your cars. Might as well just live in them, because that's all we could afford anymore. I have a lease, a 2024 BMW X1, the smallest SUV you could get, $850 a month. I don't even think about my bill. Just like the mortgage, I need a car, I need a home, still gotta pay them, so you had to get the base model BMW though, right? $850 a month. Sounds to me like you're just paying for the badge on the front and back of the vehicle. $960 a month and $630 a month for insurance. $1,500 a month for a vehicle. Oh man, $1,260, but I pay $1,400 just to knock off a couple of payments for a Tesla Model S. They must have gotten a Plaid, right? Even though they have heavily depreciated since they came out a few years ago. $781 for a 2025 Toyota GR86. $1,075, and I'm a financial advisor. Whoops. $1,897, and that's with 10% down, a 2025 F350. $2,000 a month. I hope at least it's a legitimate work truck. $598 for a 23 Kia Soul. A lot more than I wanted. Negative equity brought me into it. I mean, this keeps going on and on. There's almost 40,000 comments on this video, but we could just move on.
I was working at Mazda and watching people get absolutely ripped off with their car finance every single day. Customers would come in needing a car loan, and we had to mark up their interest rates by 2% just because it was legal so the company could make more money. I would see young people signing loans that they did not understand, paying thousands more than they needed to because nobody explained their options. And the worst part was I was part of that problem. I was trained to maximize profits, not help people get the best deal, and I literally couldn't sleep at night doing this job any longer. So I left and I became a finance broker. Now I compare 25 different lenders instead of pushing one bank's products. Everyone deserves better than bank speak and just one option. That's why I
Commission check and make the dealerships even more money. They are not going to be your friends. We have a comment from you guys. I love these car payment videos. They keep me happy with my 10-year-old fully paid off Mercedes that I bought in cash. Sometimes I get angsty and wish for a newer, nicer car with the latest and greatest tech. But after you see the 4-figure monthly payments become more and more common, you start becoming a lot more grateful with the car you currently have.
What's the highest car payment you've seen?
$1,200.
On what?
Suburban.
Jeff, highest monthly payment you've ever seen?
$3,700.
What kind of car?
McLaren.
Probably $1,500 so far.
And what kind of vehicle was it?
That was a ZR2 Colorado.
$2,600 a month.
What kind of vehicle?
Genesis G90.
Okay.
$3,196 a month.
Wow. That's pretty high. What kind of car was it?
It was a Corvette E-Ray, financed the whole amount.
Nice.
No money down.
About $2,300 on a Corvette.
Probably about like 20,
$2,800, $2,700 around there.
What kind of car?
Probably a commercial truck.
Probably $2,300, $2,200 a month.
What kind of car?
One was a Dodge Dually.
$2,600 for a Genesis. God bless them. That was probably the worst one out of that entire clip. I thought the Corvette payments were just as ridiculous, especially the one who financed it all. Couldn't come up with a down payment, but they absolutely wanted that C8. And as I said before, these prices are only rising higher and higher.
The Economy tonight and our reporting on the prices you're paying for everything. Tonight here, the cost of a new car. What our reporter discovered on the car lot, the average price of a new vehicle in this country, and what's driving this. Here's Matt Rivers.
Tonight, it's never been more expensive to buy a new car. According to a report from Kelley Blue Book, the average price for a new vehicle has cracked the $50,000 mark for the first time ever.
It's shocking.
I think it's obscene.
And that's just what people paid. The average asking price, the MSRP for 2026 models, is even higher, more than $52,000. Talk about sticker shock. The study's authors writing, it was only a matter of time, especially when you consider the best-selling vehicle in America is a pickup truck from Ford that routinely costs north of $65,000. The report says the average price for a new Tesla is $54,138.
Now I know at least that pickup trucks hold their